Our next guest is Jed Running Rabbit. Jed, a bit of a surprise here for you, but he represents the good in good news. Please welcome Jed Running Rabbit.
Good morning, everybody. I just got told last night that I was going to be speaking here today, so I'm kind of nervous right now.
So did I. It's all right.
Okay. So I am a member of Alcoholics Anonymous, and I represent a house called 1835, and I'm a resident there right now. To go on with, I know I'm supposed to be short, but I gotta tell you about a little bit about my background before, what it was like in my addiction and what it's like now. About 2 years ago, I have been dealing with alcohol basically my whole life, but it hit a turning point. 2 years ago, I had everything in my life. I had a beautiful girlfriend and two amazing stepdaughters. But what happened was I started drinking again. And through my addiction, I lost everything. I broke up with my girlfriend at the time. I lost my house, and it's just this addiction has took over everything. And after I broke up with my girlfriend at the time, and this was a girl I wanted to get married to and start a family and whatnot. But shortly after, about a month after we broke up, she fell back into her addiction, and she took her life. And to this day, it's still hard. Some days I battle it, that it was my fault, because I made a promise to these three amazing ladies in my life. The hardest part was when I went to go see her at the hospital. She was on life support. They were going to remove her organs for organ donations. At that point, my life turned around. I made a promise to her, and I made a promise to myself that I'll do whatever it takes to be the good person I could be. And my goal was to become Canadian Armed Forces. And so after went through a funeral, whatever, started drinking again, I said, I can't do this alone. So I went to Father Long on Siksika Nation, and I went on a pledge. I thought, well, maybe I should go on pledge to quit alcohol, and I should do this for 6 months. I went on this pledge for 6 months, but I just couldn't handle it no more. I was working out, doing whatever, but there were still feelings deep down in me that I wasn't suppressed, whatever, I didn't deal with. And shortly, went into Canadian Armed Forces. I passed some tests, whatever. After I failed that test, I got angry. I was mad at the world. I turned to something I never thought I would be. I turned to a hateful person, and I just wanted the whole world to burn around me. And I did not care who was around me. I stole, I lied, manipulated, and basically downward spiral. Couple occasions, I wanted to commit suicide. That didn't work. One time I got brought back to life. Second time I was stopped, and it just couldn't work out for me. So that was pretty tough. So I said, well, there was nothing left in my life. I did not care. So I said, all right, let's try it and just do alcohol. Drank alcohol. I drank everything to get drunk so I would be hungover. Whatever you want, hairspray, sanitizer, whatever. I was living on streets for a while. I was living off couches, whatnot. But shortly after, I found an awesome person in my life, Dennis Grady, and he introduced me to a place called 1835. It's a recovery house, and I was supposed to be going in there January 6th, but I could not make that date because I was still drinking. And that was the day when my girlfriend took her life, and I just couldn't do it then. After that, I went on a more downward spiral, and this time, I almost died, almost froze to death. But it just seems like God had a different plan for me. And basically from there, I said, all right, gloves are off, whatever. I can't do it my way. Whatever I can. Let's do this. Let's do it your way, God. So March 3rd, I got into 1835 House. And 1835 House is recovery house for addicts and alcoholics. It's for men, and they actually have a side now that just got open for care for women. Oh, sorry guys, I'm just a little shaky here. But my journey started then. But my fears and doubts and the obstacles in life kept coming, kept hitting me after that while I was in the house. When I was in the house, I learned that I had to deal with a lot of emotions that I was holding back. Alcohol wasn't a problem. It was just a symptom. And through the house, I battled through myself, and the greatest battle was battling myself and all my fears and my defects of character. It was an uphill battle, and alongside that uphill battle, I was losing friends left, right, and center. So many times I wanted to leave the house, I wanted to give up, but the counselors and the brothers in the house told me, stick around, Jed. Just keep going. It's gonna get tough. You gotta go through the hard, and then life will get easy. So I stuck it out, and throughout since March 3rd, I have become something far greater, and just give me a sec here. Yeah. So I became something far greater. I became something called resilience. Now I live a life where I'm not scared. I face my fears on an everyday battle. Every day I help out somebody with ever sharing that stuff like this. And I know life is always gonna get tough. And then just in July, I tried Canadian Armed Forces again. This time I passed everything. And my application is in the final phase in Ottawa right now. And I'm being patient, and I'm just living my life to the fullest right now. For the time being, I'm gonna help out as much people as I can, addicts, wherever. And it's by the grace of God that I'm here. I'm happy I bowed down to him that day, because I wouldn't be here right now. And if there's anybody struggling out there, there is always hope. And that hope is put God first. Put God first in everything you do. Because no one else is going to be there in your dark times. No one else was there for me except him. And there's a reason why I'm here. And there's a reason why I'm talking with you amazing people. And I love you all, and you guys have a great 25th.